What success story is widely thought of as rags to riches, but in reality they were wealthy individuals all along.
For some time, Kylie Jenner was applauded for being the youngest self-made billionaire, even though she was born into a multi-millionaire family. Her billion-dollar valuation was also based on bogus business data. All gazillionaire estimates use made-up figures, really. Bill Gates starting Microsoft in his garage. His mother was the child of a banker who was the child of a Federal Reserve chairman. She was also on the board of IBM, University of Washington, a major bank, and United Way. His father was a lawyer. While a lot of these billionaires certainly massively increased their wealth, being wealthy to begin with allowed them to take the risks to become ultra-wealthy. I like the county fair analogy. Imagine one of those games at the fair with the giant stuffed animal prize. The giant stuffed animal prize is becoming ultra-wealthy. The rich kids have enough money to take many shots to attempt to win the prize. The middle-class kids get enough to take 1 or 2 shots. The poor kids get no shots because they're the ones working the fair. 100%, but the rich kids are also saying it's equal. After all, we're all at the fair together, as they take shot after shot. Why don't you just get your parents to pay for it? They say to the poor kids. Taylor Swift's dad bought a record label just to sign her, LOL. Weird, I thought her first label was Big Machine. He invested $300K into the label, which came out to 3% ownership, purchased after the label had already signed her. I would say that her dad bought a record label just to sign her is a mischaracterization. Musk likes to play around with the whole I came from nothing stick, but doesn't tell you his father owned a goddamn diamond mine. My favorite was when he was downplaying / denying the mine thing and his dad goes, oh yeah, no, I totally own it, an emerald mine. There's also interviews where he's admitted that Elon and other family members personally carried emeralds into the US for sale. If he's happy to admit to smuggling and tax evasion like that, you can only imagine the things he considers worth keeping to himself. Drake, who grew up in a ghetto in Canada, yet could afford to play hockey as a kid, was on TV at 15 because of connections, and his first concert was as the opening for Ice Cube. Definitely didn't start from the bottom. The ghetto he grew up in is one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in the country. Yes, he may have been the poorest kid in the neighborhood, but it's a distorted scale. Jeff Bezos was a hedge fund manager and VP at a banking firm before he founded Amazon. His grandparents were well-to-do energy politicians. His grandfather also was a co-founder of DARPA. Didn't Bezos buy a garage just so he could claim he started Amazon in a garage, like Jobs or Gates? Or is that apocryphal? Lana Del Rey. Didn't she initially claim having been homeless / living in a trailer? Then people found out that her family is actually quite rich. Complete and utter lie. Her dad invented cyber squatting, or was at least one of the first to do it successfully with a huge portfolio. Before that, her parents were both high-paid Madison Avenue ad execs. It's true that she did live Trailer Park to focus on her music, but yeah, it was completely by choice. She was also sent away at 14 for an alcohol addiction and lived in Spain for a bit. Not sure if that was where she went for rehab or not. She's now very open about her family, though. The whole rags to riches thing was probably concocted by her record label to help kickstart her career.
I will run away, I don't have to plan it. I can go change my fate, you won't understand it. All alone, that's okay, people I can't stand.